So I have been given the responsibility to create a training program to address the issue of implementing the new software in the organization. Let's get to it. In this presentation, it will include details of the steps that should have been taken in implementing the new software, steps taken to design and execute the training program, and outlining of the training program. So, going into the details, even for the most adaptable business, implementing new software is normally challenging. So, you can just follow these steps that I'm about to put together to avoid stumbling blocks during the implementation process. So, the first step you need to know that you need to be planning ahead. Always start with a plan. There's nothing to it. You have to plan ahead and you have to have that plan ready. You have to identify which process the team is going to use and what is going to be affected by implementation, and create a shared timeline for carrying out the execution of this implementation. You have to ask questions like, is the implementation going to be done on stage or all together? In stages or together at once? How long will it last? Will it require new security measures? Who is going to deliver training for the members of the team? So, the other step, which is step 2, basically, process design. Process design is a technique that allows you to organize and run things more efficiently, no matter whether it's a business or a software team. If you're unsure, like most of us are, how to deal with the process design, you may decide to work with a design analyst or a software company to advise you on the topic. Step 3, solution design. Once you have created the process design, it is time to work on the solution design, which is essential to the business requirements and processes. Many of us don't even know that. Because the ultimate aim of the solution design is to identify which features your new software can be used just as they are, which aspects will need to customize to fit the needs of your business and team. And as we go along, step 4 is configuration and customization. Step 5 and 6 is integration and reporting. Now, integration is a critical step with software implementation, and it involves migrating data from one system to the other, while reporting is a phase about understanding what information is valuable to your team or in order to improve their decision. And then the last step that you need is training and testing. Really, last but not least, as we all would say, comes training and testing. Training may come in different forms and to different groups. So testing is also a process to guarantee that everything works according to the plan. Please remember that. Unlike training, testing is also an ongoing process that should be done throughout the software implementation process, but also after the team has been using the software for a while. So, we're going into the steps taken to design and execute the training program. First, you have to perform a training needs assessment. Second, you have to develop learning objectives. Third, you have to design training materials. And last but not least, implement the training and evaluate the training. That is most important. To perform a training need, the assessment of the training program has 4 steps to follow. You have to identify the business goal that can be supported by a training program, determine the task that workers should perform to make the company reach its goal. You have to conduct the training activities that will help to enhance the learning of the workers to perform tasks more effectively. And you have to determine the learning characteristics of the workers that will make the training more effective. Developing learning objectives. A learning objective addresses things that your employees can get to know. For example, what is the product flow? How to maintain the product flow? Importance of good product life cycle. Now, we're going into design the training materials. While designing your materials, keep the following points in mind. Focus on the learning needs of your employees. That is very, very important, because if you don't know what they need to upgrade their mind and their work ethics, you won't be able to put them in the right training program. You have to create training assessment that can directly relate to the learning objectives. You have to remember the adult learning philosophies. Include more hands-on practice or simulation as possible. You have to put the employees in control of learning process. Do possible things to let the employees talk and interact with the trainer and with each other while attending training. You also have to make sure there is plenty of opportunities for opinions. You have to break your training materials into small pieces that are easier to understand, and you have to use blended learning approach that includes training various types. Last but not least, you have to appeal to your workers' senses during the training. Now, I hope you all learned something from what I put together here, and I am grateful that you took the time out to listen to me. Thank you. This is the end.